So, obs, we're really fucking professional and didn't actually know that we had to upgrade. So it made us record for 15 minutes and then just really, really nicely and politely cut us off at fucking 15 minutes, which is obviously really annoying because we were like, full flow, had my vibe, was in there.
Zone.
Do you know what I mean? I was like proper in there. And then
but I think we're back in it already.
Yeah.
It's only taken like half an hour and we have now sorted it. And we are now on a countdown of 44 minutes, 30 seconds. But you know what? We won't keep you that long.
No.
Because what we were actually talking about was autoimmune conditions and the fact that when life is like throwing something at you, often you think that it's like your fault, that it's you that it's throwing it at.
It's attacked you on purpose.
Yeah, but like, I do often think that the universe can challenge you because I think it challenges you to be the best possible version of yourself.
100%.
And to see if you are being authentic. And every time that you go through a bump, you know that you're growing in a great way if you navigate around that bump with ease and grace rather than falling to the ground and collapsing and not wanting to get out of bed, which I think we spent many years doing.
I think as well, it like makes you a stronger person for sure. So like, and people say to me all the time, you know, oh, my mum, bless her, she will always say to me, oh, I wish I could just have this illness for you. And I'm like, I don't. Like,
no
I
way.
believe that I was chosen to have it.
Yeah.
Because I was strong enough to deal with it.
Totally, yeah.
It picked on me because it was like, I pick on your immune system because I know I can floor you at times, but I know that you've got the ability to.
And it's not even picking on you. It's like, this is because it's going to make you an even more solid, amazing version of yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that as well. I think I look back and all this shit, whether it's like illness, whether it's kind of like plans that didn't work out that led to something else, whether it was like friendships that broke my heart, whether it was guys that broke my heart, like all of that stuff, I'm kind of really grateful for it.
I'm grateful because it's made me more empathetic towards other people with illnesses, which I don't think I probably would have had if I hadn't got one myself. Yeah. And so actually it's made me much more understanding of other people. We'll talk about this in another podcast because it's proper long, but I've had a lot of people question my authenticity with it. Yeah. And I think that is something a lot of people with chronic illnesses get all the time. They feel like they have to justify it. They feel like they have to prove that they're ill when actually they don't have to prove jack shit. Like you're just ill. And I think that I've come across that discrimination so much that having it now means that I accept other people for who they are. And if they turn around and tell me that they're feeling unwell today, I generally believe that they're feeling unwell today. I'm not one of these people that's like, yeah, whatever.
Because I also think like when you've never struggled with illness and you're just like the person that gets like a cold once a year, you really cannot understand when someone has an illness that you cannot see. It's like the invisible illnesses, right? Like you and I sit here today and we look absolutely fine.
Yeah,
but we've actually struggled this
bounced
week.
out of bed this morning, but could I get out of bed yesterday until 11:30, 12:45? No, not at all. Can you hear us in the background, by the way?
Yeah.
I'm like, so we had to use our, we had to upload the first track because we're that cool. And so we've had to use it on YouTube. And so Hayley just put her phone on so it can buffer. And I'm like, I can hear me twice.
We can hear each other.
Hayley just made us the best lunch ever. We will post a picture of that on the Instagram account for you so that you can see just how healthy we actually are. We're not talking shit and then sitting here and eating pizza.
Yeah.
We are actually eating really healthy.
And this is one of my tips that we were talking about the lemon water, we were talking about the mindset, and I have to honestly say that mindset for me, I wish I had started it 20 years ago.
Oh my God, yeah.
I didn't. I always wanted to, but people thought I was crazy. Like, a witch doctor's dream. Like, what are you doing? Like, no, just get on with your life. Whereas 2 years ago, I started network marketing. And to propel myself forward, I needed to personally develop because otherwise I wouldn't be able to support my team and I wouldn't be able to show up authentically because I wouldn't have enough stuff to talk about, right?
So that's the other thing, isn't it? Like, it's all well and good you wanting to promote yourself as this wonderful... If you don't actually do it, you're just going to chat shit for like an hour.
Same shit, different day.
Exactly. But also, you can't relate to the people that you're trying to connect with because actually, if you aren't doing any of that stuff, you're just chatting shit.
Well, the person, when you're the person that's kind of been, and this was me, and I do have dips, which I think is very human, and now I honour myself for just being human, not that it's like my illness, but I would spend...
Love me, feel sorry for me, give me sympathy.
But that's the thing, it used to be that, didn't it? Like, I just want love, whereas now it's like, I love
Hold
myself, so I don't need someone to do that. But I used to, like, not have a shower for days because it was too much energy.
Like a teenager.
Yeah, but it was too much energy. Physically, it was exhausting to do that. Whereas now, my self-care, my self-love is a priority. Like, I wake up in the morning and I don't rush, but I do my lemon water. And I do, like, I drink a litre of warm water before I've done anything. And then I will get into my yoga. I will do my quantum flow. Yeah. I will meditate. And this, over the last couple of years, has got more and more. And I have to tell you guys something, that in the last couple of weeks, I have now realised the power of self-love. Because honestly, if you're
it takes a really, really rubbish situation for you to realise, actually, that the only person that can maybe get you out of this hellhole is yourself. Yeah. You can't rely. And also, I've always said, when I worked in recruitment, people are the most unreliable species. Yeah. Like, they are the most... If you bought a dog, your dog is always happy to see you, it never complains, it always wants love, it always wants to cuddle you and be with you. Yeah. You don't get that same shit from your partner when you walk through the door.
Right? They get bored.
No, exactly. So people are unreliable. People don't turn up. Mm-hmm. People don't show up to be with you. Did I just sit with you?
That was nice.
I hope
social distancing.
That. Holy shit! Did I really just do that?
That was
I have this thing. Sometimes I do that.
We need one of those spit buffer things. Like,
maybe
I may have a little screen.
A plastic screen.
Yeah, maybe we should wear.
I can't believe I just did that. That's gross. I'm really sorry, but it's basically like I'm getting off with you. So I suppose you're just going to enjoy that now.
Two lovers. It's more action than I've had in a long time.
Years.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah. Well, it's been 7 months that I haven't seen my partner.
All right, fucking show off.
Yeah, sorry. 17 years for you. Yeah. But that's taught me as well, like, being away from my partner, this COVID stuff, like, living by myself, you see who your friends are, and then that has brought me around in a 360 and come back to the fact that, you know what, you are the only one. You are your one true love. You are the one that looks at yourself in the mirror. You are, girl. I am. But you are.
I bought myself a ring, right, in Cyprus 2 years ago. This is honestly one of the best. This is one of the best Facebook statuses I've ever done. And I just took a picture of my left hand with my fourth finger with this huge fucking diamond on it. And
was it actually a diamond?
Yeah, no, I went into a boutique and I bought a proper beautiful diamond. It was beautiful. Like, it would cost me, I think it was something like 150 euros or something like that. It was a really beautiful diamond. So it wasn't
like a high quality diamond?
No, but it was like...
I'm thinking it was glass that was shining.
Oh no! Like, it's like it was beautiful, but it was supposed to be 300 euros, and I got it for 150.
Bargain!
Yeah, I know.
God loves a bargain.
I know, and she was so lovely as well. It was like her own beautiful boutique in Omedos in Cyprus. By the way, go there; it's fucking amazing. And I basically did this Facebook status, right, and I just put this on my finger, and I said yes, and then I did this massive gap on my status, right? And then I went to myself and I brought it.
Can I high five you?
Yeah, thank you. And everyone was like, "Oh my God, Kai, I thought you were telling me something that, you know." And I was like, "No, mate, I just fucking loved it and I wanted to buy it and I made myself fucking happy." And every time I look down that ring, I'm like, I remember that day, walking into that boutique and thinking, I don't need a man.
See, it brings me so much joy hearing that, because I truly am now in that place that you always hear the cliche, you can't love someone else until you love yourself.
So true.
And I think that is a journey that every single one of us needs to go on. And, it starts as simply as looking in the mirror and just trying to look yourself in the eye and saying, "You're amazing. I love you. I'm proud of you today."
Yeah.
And telling yourself something that you love about yourself. And when you have a shower, when you wash, go and do it tomorrow. It is mechanical when you have a shower. Step away from the mechanicalness and think about each part of your body and how amazing it is that this body works for us, and start loving it.
I could actually live in the shower.
Me, I could live in water. I miss the ocean so much.
I am such a water baby. Like, I can have showers and just immerse myself. Like, that's, I always say to people, people have like their safe space.
That's your shower.
My bathroom.
Do you wee in the shower?
I think I have done, yeah. Yeah, I must have
wee
done.
in the shower. And people get funny about that, but I'm like, why would you not wee in the shower?
I mean, it's not really the end of the world if you do it. It's not like you're going to bath in, is it? But I tend, my routine of going in and having like a shower, so say I'm going, I get undressed and then I go to the toilet.
Yeah, fair play.
Play on my phone.
Yeah.
Like,
have you ever dropped your phone down the toilet?
Oh my God, so many times.
Really?
So many times. And I was always happens at the worst moment.
Oh my God. See, I never have.
Moment. Oh my God, it's horrendous. I used to have a Nokia 3310 vintage. And
hail the vintage.
Honestly, and I took this. I was in Cornwall on a family holiday, right? And we were in a pub.
Yeah.
And I took this phone into the toilet with me, but it was in my back pocket.
Oh,
forgot it was in my back pocket.
That's the famous.
Slid the old trouser down, plop, and I was like, "Fuck!" Anyway, pulled it out, put it in the airing cupboard when we got back. Worked like a treat.
Oh,
yeah. But the second time round that I've done it, oh man, that was a howler. I was at a James Morrison concert.
I've only drowned. Oh, James Morrison.
I was at a James Morrison concert.
James.
He's so good. But the problem was, I was with my ex in the middle of the Apollo in London, went to the toilet, dropped my phone down the toilet, came back out, couldn't fucking find him, could I? Because I couldn't phone him.
Oh.
So it took me ages to find him there, and I was like,
that's anxiety.
Your douche girlfriend just dropped her phone down the fucking toilet, and it's still not working. And then my friend, my best mate Cara,
I thought I was your best mate.
She got, oh, sorry, this is awkward.
Oh, yeah. She's brunette, right?
Tomboy. She's not brunette. She's more mousy.
Yeah, so she's not mousy. So, like, I can be a blonde friend.
Obviously. But she got her brand new phone, and she was supposed to be going around my house. And she said, "I'm really sorry, mate. I'm just gonna have to call it off. I need to sort my phone out." I was like, "Why? What's going on?" She's like, "I just dropped my brand new phone in a cup of tea."
What?
I was like, how the fuck do you drop a phone in a cup of tea? How is that even physically possible?
Well, the size of my mugs, you probably can.
Yeah, to be fair, I could probably fit an iPhone 10 in your mug.
Maybe a mini iPad.
She said she was sat there texting over her cup of tea, and her phone just...
It was the condensation of the warmth of it. Well, you know what? I've only killed one phone, and that was... And this is gut feelings. I was like, do not take your phone out into the ocean in that little plastic bag that they tell you can take pictures through. A, because the pictures are always rubbish. But B, because your gut is telling you that it won't work.
This shit doesn't belong in the water.
There's loads of honos, which is turtles. And I'm like loving life. And as I'm taking these pictures, all of a sudden I'm like, I think there's water in the bag. And so I have to swim back to shore because I'm like, I will save this phone. With one arm in the air, with the phone, like emptying the plastic, swimming with one arm. It was the longest 50 metres in my life. and that phone died.
Did you not just stood up and
No,
walked
it was really deep actually. It's an amazing, amazing place in Hawaii called Two Step. And it's a volcanic rock that then goes, like steps really, really sharply, deeply down into the ocean.
That's literally my worst nightmare.
No, you would love it. It's like Finding Nemo. Like, it's amazing. Like, it's absolutely amazing. But my phone literally died, and it was so depressing because I was travelling and that kind of thing. Like, we rely on our phones so much now, don't we?
I couldn't live without my phone.
Yeah.
I actually couldn't live without my phone.
Can I tell you what you need, though? Because I don't want you to drop it down the toilet again if you're sitting doing a wee or a poo, like, before you shower.
Go.
There's, like, the little sticky hooks that you can get. I may get you one. If any of you want to see, I will send you a picture. But I always have one of those now. And basically, it sticks to the back of your phone. You can have it, you can use it as a little stand, or you literally slide your finger through it and you hold it quite securely.
It's like a little circular thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're amazing. They're absolutely brilliant because I got them for when I'm walking along the beaches.
The other thing I have done before is I have put my phone on top of like the toilet.
Slid down into it,
and not realise, and it's just slid back and under, and I'm like, no, and you see everything in slow motion, don't you? When you drop shit that you don't want to drop, you imagine it's like Baywatch, and you're like, no, and it's like the longest 3 seconds of your life trying to get to
imagine watching it. So my niece is talking to me, and she's like not securely put me on the toilet so she can have a little bath.
Securely put you on the toilet.
And then all of a sudden, I just see it moving, and then it goes, and I'm like, and my brother picks it out of the toilet and goes, fuck's sake. And I'm like, okay, hang up, put it in the airing cupboard. And like, yeah, he absolutely and I felt so bad because I was like, that was my fault. Like, I wanted to talk to them, and yeah, I killed it. But, this is our first podcast. I'm so proud of us.
I am so proud of us. Can I just say, right, as well, it was a very fucking stressful time getting here today. I live 15, 20 minutes away from Hayley. It took me an hour. Not because I'm a bellend and got lost.
Because she put her phone down the toilet.
No, I didn't realise that there was a road blockage. So then I drove, obviously, where I thought, I tell you what, I'll find this road. And I'm usually pretty good with my sense of direction.
We've been here a few times now, and it's not a hard way, and there's not very many routes to get here. So they're just quite rural.
Go down this little lane. This looks like it's going in the right direction. Probably will come out some lane where I need to be, right? Drive all the way down. And all of a sudden, a 4x4 comes at me at like 50 miles an hour and doesn't stop, at all. And I'm like, oh my God. He's literally he's going to hit me head on. So I'm like, okay, cool. I guess I need to reverse then, right? So I reversed so much and so quick. I think I did something like, must have done maybe 500-600 meters, like proper fast. And the guy just kept coming at me and then stopped next to my car and was like, oh my God, that was amazing reversing, like 10 out of 10. Nice. And I was like, well, yeah, thanks, but I didn't have much of a fucking choice and I was going to plough my car in half.
Yeah.
Got all the way down to the end of the road, thought, I'm fucking great at this. River. Dead end, ford, people sunbathing, and I was like, you've got the shit in me.
Does your car not float over it?
I mean, it probably does without me in it. But with me in it, probably zero chance of that
maybe when
happening.
You've like sprayed some more of that trim stuff. We need to tell people at some point about your trim.
365 trim. Oh my God, it's amazing.
But you want to get on Welly and Wellness or personal development page.
Get on my page.
Then we can actually fully share it with you because this stuff is getting results.
Oh my God.
This girl, like
15 stone 4 5 weeks ago.
Your face has got shape now without like the shit ton of makeup that you used to put on to give it contours.
Oh my God, I know. I used to just plough that shit on.
But no, it's like beaut. It's like you're getting.
I've got a waist.
You're glowing, yeah.
I've got a waist. I can get out of bed. Today, Don't have a. I'm proud of it. All right, just let me.
No, I'm proud of it. So she's like Marilyn Monroe. Yeah,
I am. I've got massive tits and a tiny little waist now, which is really cool.
It's good.
But I have to say, it was genuinely because of this spray that I'm using. But please go onto my page because if you go onto Welly and Wellness on Facebook, Welly, by the way, is actually spelled WELLIE and then and wellness. And it's like a blue picture.
But we'll put our pages in as well because we can.
But it's such a wicked little haven for people who have struggled. I basically started it up for people who have struggled during lockdown. Like, my mental health is really bad. And I was like, oh my God, I need to do something about this before it starts spiralling out of control. And then I realised I wasn't alone and that so many people during lockdown have really struggled. And I thought, I'm going to set up a page and I'm going to help people in the same way that I wish somebody had helped me, which is when you came along. Yeah. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm going to help somebody the way that Hayley helped me.
Aww.
And that's when I started up the page. And I've never
And honestly, I think that's our fundamental purpose for being around. Like, you know, thanks again if you're still here. But like originally, that was why I set up my page, which is personal development, positivity and self-love community, because I never had support on the hard days.
No.
And now we offer that to people and to each other.
Yeah.
And, you know, like your journey over here was pretty stressful, but we laughed about it and it was funny. And you know what? I'm going through some stressful stuff today. And just kind of, you know, bitchy girl stuff, which is fine. Like, you get through it. But
mean girls, hashtag
mean girls. But we will talk about it, and with the work that we've done, it's now, we resolve it so much quicker.
Yep.
But I'm super glad that you got here in one piece. And when you arrived, I had a package delivered as you arrived, and this was terribly exciting. I am getting into crystals, and I haven't actually probably told you this, really, but I'm trying to get into crystals. purely just because I feel that they are one of the oldest forms of something on our planet, and they give so many properties. So I ordered this beautiful selenite, and selenite
looks like a glass dildo. I'm not going to lie to you. You could either kill someone with it or pleasure yourself with it.
It looks like
massively.
A glass dildo, but one end's a little bit sharp and pointy, like a pencil, and the other end's very rounded. But I was really excited, and I'm going to read it, but it says selenite is calming stone that brings you deep peace, an excellent source for meditation, spiritual work, assists in judgment and insight, clears confusion, aids in seeing the deeper picture, which actually both of us would quite like.
100%.
But then with it, I totally forgot that I had also ordered a yoni egg.
What's a yoni egg?
So, basically, it's like a little egg-shaped crystal. And I ordered rose quartz because that's a lot of love. And I wanted, I want to feel love, basically. But how, like, yoni eggs work, it says, is a polished semi-precious gemstone carved into the shape of an egg. They inserted into the vagina during Kegel exercises to help strengthen the vaginal muscles, revitalise one's intimate space, and tone the pelvic floor, returning yourself back to your youthful
Hold
state.
on a minute. So this goes
inside me.
What?
I've never done it before. And so you basically put it in there for a few minutes every night or overnight every day.
Overnight?
Well, it says from a few minutes to overnight.
Holy shit, but what if it gets lost?
Well, it can't really go anywhere. If a baby can come out and, you know, I'm assuming. So, and basically you get the benefits of, you know, the stone that you have.
Sorry, that was another tornado just going past the house.
That was really loud, wasn't it? So, you know, you can get these. I've actually found a really nice lady on Instagram, which I can tag and show you the pictures of on our Instagram.
On our Instagram,
which is
Two Gobby Blondes.
Easy. Two Gobby Blondes.
Two Gobby Blondes. So, and it's a really nice picture of us as well, actually.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's nice. We're cheersing each other.
Coming.
It was a celebration of
that we just did this.
Yeah, coffee and podcasting.
Yeah.
Right, so basically you're going to shove an egg up your nun tonight and then let me know about it tomorrow.
Feel the love.
I mean, you're certainly going to feel something for sure. Are you going to make it warm though? Because I can imagine if you put that up there cold.
I was scared like I could warm it up in my mouth, but then that feels a bit weird. Like, how did your daughter die?
I feel like that's a bit intimate.
She like choked on a yoni egg. That's a bit random, right?
So, okay, next podcast, we're going to let you know how
I just
got
feel
on with
that there's like
egg.
so many tools that can liberate you in ways
stops
that
you from weeing as well.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to help your pelvic floor with it.
Mine's so strong though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really strong. Like, you know, when you have spectrums for like smears and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have to hold it in for them. I'm having a smear Monday, actually. I hope you guys all have your regular smears.
Get your smear, guys. Get your smear.
I just think knowing your body, and this is going to be our podcast, it's liberation, but it's like knowing who you are inside out, back to front.
Don't be a diva. Check your beaver. So basically, whilst we're on the talk, actually, of smears, just briefly, I actually had an abnormal smear done last year. And I'm actually still waiting for my checkup because coronavirus ruins lives.
They're doing them back now. They're doing them back.
So I booked mine in for October.
That's a long time away.
Yeah, but I've had like 6 months off work and didn't feel like me going back to work and going, oh, by the way, I just need to go off to get my vagina checked.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm going to have it in October. But had I have not gone to get that checked, and now usually most of the smears that come back abnormal are just because your cells are ever changing all the time.
Yeah,
like
totally.
it's absolutely fine. Yeah. But then I thought to myself, hold on a second, if I hadn't have got that checked, if I'd have refused to go because I was nervous, because I was scared, blah, 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 all that kind of bollocks, I might be in a really, really, really bad situation now, 7 months down the line. Yeah. And I thought, I choose life. Yeah. So I was like, no, kind of matter how much how much annoyance it is or how scared it makes you. Yeah. go and get it done.
You're honouring your body, you're respecting your body, and we have tools in these society. And you know what? A friend of mine had abnormal ones, and she had to have some of the cells removed. And I went with her.
I had a biopsy.
And it's not pleasant, but you know what? Again, there's tools that can be used, and we'll help you through all of this stuff.
100%.
But I'm a little bit hungry.
I'm starving, and that sweet potato is looking... I don't even have glasses on, and it looks great.
Yeah, it's going to be lush. But you know what? I love you.
I love you too.
And I'm so glad that even though our paths crossed through health issues, we are on track, and we're going to be able to help you guys. And I'm really...
We're going to take on the world. We're going to dominate the world.
Maybe like just 7 people in the world, but like that's still global domination in my
one from each country.
Yeah, I wonder how many countries there are. 7.8 billion people in the world, by the way. I googled it.
Is that how many there are? 7.8. Christ,
yeah, that's a lot, isn't it?
How many countries are there?
I don't know. Maybe we're talking about that next time.
We need to figure out how many people we need to have listening to our podcast so that we can get one person in every single country.
That would be quite amazing, wouldn't it? So there's 7.8 billion people in the world. The current population is that.
Cray.
And that is a lot. How many males are there in the world? The global sex ratio is 1.018. That means we have slightly more men than women.
Right, how the fuck am I still single then? Because how is that even possible?
Because, I don't know. It's not your time. He's not ready for you yet. He will be. He will be.
And on that bombshell.
Bombshells are going, but we respect you, we honour you wherever you are in your journey. You have got this.
Yeah, thanks so much for listening. You've been awesome. If you've stuck it out for the last 25 minutes, you are amazeballs. Be kind to yourself, and we'll check you next time. Make sure you check out our pages. We will post the link below for you so you can see.
See you.
See you later. Bye.